Yes, here you can build confidence and maybe even look a little more attractive while speaking English.
Look more attractive? That definitely got my attention.
Me too. Today's episode is fun, but it's also very powerful.
Fun and powerful together is the best combination ever, right?
100%. Being attractive is not just about your looks.
It's also about your energy, the way you speak, and how you make people feel.
The best part is, you can actually learn these skills.
Yes, so give us just 16 minutes and we'll show you how to shine.
But first, Emma, how are you feeling today? Ready to charm the world?
I brushed my hair today, so I already feel at least 10% more attractive.
That's great. I got good sleep, had my coffee, and I've been excited about this topic all week.
Same here. I saw a crazy statistic yesterday.
Apparently, people decide how attractive you are within just 7 seconds.
7 seconds? Wow, no pressure at all.
That's why first impressions really do matter.
But don't worry, we're going to help you with those first 7 seconds and everything after that too.
Exactly. And hey, if you're enjoying this episode, you know what to do.
Hit the subscribe button, drop a like, and send this episode to a friend.
A friend, Emma? Just one friend?
Come on, Jack. Send it to your whole group chat.
Yes, even your boring cousin.
That's right. Share it and help everyone learn real English while having fun.
Especially your boring cousin. They probably need this episode more than anyone.
Please, seriously, share it with them. Doing small things like subscribing, liking, and sharing really helps more learners find this podcast.
Plus, it gives us an energy boost, too.
Honestly, it's better than coffee.
Well, almost better than coffee.
All right, Jack, let's do this. Let's talk about what really makes someone attractive.
And no, you don't need a six-pack or a perfect smile to be attractive.
Nope, no gym membership required.
You just need real talk, real confidence, and some surprising tips.
Ready? Let's go. Just 16 minutes to a better, bolder you.
Music? Okay, first tip. Don't try to be interesting.
Instead, try to be interested in other people.
Ooh, that really hit me hard the first time I heard it.
Honestly, I used to stress before social events.
I think, what should I say? What story should I tell?
I always tried to sound cool, funny, or smart.
Oh yeah, me too. I even Googled fun facts to sound smart in conversations.
Not proud of that at all.
Wait, you actually Googled that?
Yep, true story. But here's what I learned.
People don't remember the fun facts you share.
They remember how you made them feel.
Exactly. One time I was talking to a woman at a workshop.
She wasn't flashy and didn't tell big stories.
But the way she asked questions, looked me in the eye, and nodded while I spoke.
I felt like the most important person in the room.
That's really powerful. She wasn't trying to impress anyone.
She was just present in the moment.
It's like this. Instead of being the firework, be the mirror.
Reflect their light and make them shine.
And somehow, you shine too.
That's deep, Jack.
And really, it's not hard. You just have to care.
Ask simple questions like, how did that feel for you?
Or, what was the hardest part?
Or even, and then what happened? Simple human questions.
And when someone opens up, really opens up,
they'll walk away thinking you were the most interesting person.
even if you said almost nothing.
Yep. So don't try to be the star of the show.
Be the spotlight instead. That's attractive.
That's magnetic, too.
All right, Emma, let's talk about compliments.
But not the basic ones, okay?
Yeah, not just nice shoes or cool haircut.
We can do better than style points.
I still remember someone once told me, I feel safe when I talk to you.
And that one sentence stayed with me for a long time.
Not because of how I looked, but because of how I made them feel.
It's the difference between saying, you look nice,
Which disappears in 5 seconds.
and saying, You handled that so kindly.
That one sticks and gently replays in your head.
Yes. So if you want to be more attractive,
Don't just notice what's visible on the outside.
notice what's valuable inside, like patience, effort, calmness, and kindness.
That's the real gold. It's like complimenting someone's vibe, not just their Instagram look.
Yes. Forget surface level compliments.
Go soul level instead.
Say what you felt, not just what you saw.
For example, instead of saying you're smart, try saying, I love how clearly you explain that. It really helped me.
Or, you're so thoughtful. Thank you for remembering that.
And here's the twist. Giving compliments like this actually makes you more attractive too.
Because it shows confidence, awareness, and emotional intelligence.
That's the kind of glow no filter can ever match.
Speaking of emotional intelligence, let's talk about something small but powerful.
Yes, small but mighty. I like where this is going. The trick is to use please do instead of saying, could you maybe possibly help me?
Oh yes, the classic over-apologizing request.
It's like your voice is wearing slippers instead of shoes, soft, slippery, unsure if it's allowed to step in.
Perfect metaphor. Like saying, hi, sorry, if you don't mind, could you possibly...
By the time you finish the sentence, the moment is already gone.
Now compare that to just saying, please help me with this.
Boom, clear, polite, and confident.
And that's the key. It's not about being aggressive.
It's about not shrinking yourself every time you speak.
I had a student who always said, sorry, my English is bad. Can I ask something?
And I told him, stop apologizing for learning. Just say, please explain this part.
It changed everything for him.
People really feel that shift. Confidence changes the air around you.
Even if you're still learning English.
It's like switching from, do I belong here?
To, I am here and I respect you. Please listen. That line gave me chills, Jack.
So here's your little challenge, listeners.
This week, no more saying, could you maybe?
Instead, try saying, please help me, or please tell me more about that.
Powerful, right? Small change, big energy.
And when you speak like that, you sound attractive.
Not just in your voice, but in your overall vibe.
Yes, the kind of vibe where people lean in instead of tuning out.
Because confidence isn't about being loud.
Confidence is about knowing your voice matters.
So we've talked about how to sound confident.
Now let's talk about how to really connect, especially when someone opens up to you.
Yeah, because being attractive isn't just about being seen.
It's also about how you see others.
Yes. Think about it. Someone shares something personal, maybe a fear, a memory, or even a small win.
And sometimes we just nod, move on.
Right. Like they gave you a little treasure and you just tossed it in your backpack without looking.
Exactly. But when you pause and really hold that moment,
And say, thank you for sharing that. Or, that means a lot. I appreciate you trusting me.
you make that person feel safe.
Yeah, it's like opening a door and actually letting someone in, not just waving at them from the window.
Ooh, I love that metaphor.
And this works even in English practice, by the way.
If your friend shares a mistake or something they struggle with,
Don't just correct it.
instead say, hey, thanks for telling me. I totally get that.
Boom! Trust level goes up, and so does your attractiveness.
Yes, it's not about being perfect.
It's about being present.
Now, speaking of being present, let's talk about heated moments.
Ooh, like when someone pushes your buttons or completely misunderstands you.
Or when your group project partner disappears for 3 days.
And then shows up 5 minutes before the deadline with a big smile.
Ben, that sounds suspiciously personal.
Let's just say I've grown a lot.
But seriously, conflict is where many people lose their cool.
And along with it, they lose their charm.
Right. But what if, instead of snapping, you said,
You're right. That was frustrating. I can see why you felt that way.
boom, instant emotional maturity.
It's like choosing to water the plant instead of throwing the whole pot across the room.
Yes, Jack. You don't have to agree with everything someone says.
But if you can validate their emotions, even during conflict, people feel your kindness.
And that kind of kindness isn't weakness.
It's real power.
It's not about having the loudest voice.
It's about having a deep presence that people remember.
Okay, last one, and it's a biggie.
First impressions and lasting ones too.
Oh, yes. You know when a song is just okay?
But the final note gives you goosebumps?
Or that first bite of chocolate cake?
Even if the rest of the meal is normal, that bite makes you go, whoa.
Exactly. People remember how you enter a room and how you leave it.
So whether it's a Zoom call, a date, or a language practice session,
Start strong and end with warmth.
look people in the eye, smile, and say their name.
And when it's time to say goodbye, mean it.
Say something simple like, it was great talking to you, or thanks for your time. I really enjoyed this.
You don't need a dramatic speech. Just leave people feeling like you were really there.
Not just physically, but emotionally.
Yes, because that's what sticks.
Not perfect grammar or flashy words.
But the feeling you leave behind.
And that is what makes someone truly attractive.
Yeah, it's not about flawless English or looking like a model in a shampoo commercial.
It's about the energy you bring.
And the way you make people feel.
Exactly. And the beautiful part is,
Every single thing we shared today, you can learn, practice, and grow into.
you don't need a six-pack or a silky accent,
You just need intention.
and a little more attention to how you show up.
So if you ever think, I wish I were more attractive,
Maybe ask instead, how can I be more present, more kind, more real?
because that's what people actually remember, not your haircut,
Not your vocabulary score.
but the way they felt around you.
And let's be honest, that's way more powerful than six-pack abs.
And way easier to maintain, too.
So go test it.
Try one thing from this episode today.
Maybe it's giving a real compliment.
Maybe it's saying, thanks for sharing that.
Or maybe it's just being a little more yourself.
And tell us how it goes. Drop a comment, send us a message.
Or share this with someone who needs a little confidence boost.
And hey, if you haven't already, like, subscribe, all that good stuff.
It helps this podcast reach more awesome learners like you.
We'll be back soon with more Real Talk English tips.
Until then, stay confident, stay kind.
And stay undeniably attractive in the ways that actually matter. See you next time on Talk Data.
Don't worry, your progress doesn't end here.
If you want to keep improving your English skills,
There are more lessons waiting for you.
You can click on the next video to continue learning.
Or you can explore the additional videos we've carefully selected just for you.
Each one is designed to help you get better and feel more confident in English.
And the best part? You can go at your own pace and enjoy the process.
Keep practicing a little every day, and you'll see big improvements over time.
So don't stop now. Keep watching, keep learning, and keep shining.
We'll be back with more tips, fun examples, and ways to speak real English naturally.
Until then, stay curious, stay confident, and keep showing up for yourself.